So in this video, we're going to be reviewing, what does it look like to be myopic? What does it look like to not know how to do social math, to not know how to read charts and graphs, and not have the foresight, right, to see how something you advocate for now, how is it going to look in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, maybe even a century, right? What does that look like when you're so focused on the now that you end up screwing your children and grandchildren in the future? Well, I want you guys to listen to this clip, and we'll come back on the back end and have a good conversation about what happens when your self-interest, right, your selfishness, your myopic worldview comes back to bite you in the rear end in your lifetime. In your lifetime. And certain things that you advocated for, certain people that you advocate for, telling you they could do it better than you. What does that look like? So we'll pause right here and let's listen to this commentary afterward.
Q, what do you think?
There is a very fragile symbiotic relationship between Black gay men and Black women. Black women were definitely the blueprint. All right. The Black gays have come along and taken that blueprint and have become trendsetters with it. You can't deny that in recent years, a lot of the trends that have been adopted by women have been set by the gays. Although the gays got the fashion game from the women, they perfected it. They've taken it to the next level and are now in turn, y'all gonna beat me up for this, but reteaching y'all how to even be better at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the gays have redefined femininity. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sucks, and a lot of women are gonna get upset with that, but it is they have, you know. In addition to that, a lot of Black gay men feel like they are the backbone and the crutch for a lot of Black women as a result of the state of heterosexual Black men. We y'all babysitters, we y'all hairdressers, we y'all confidants, we y'all makeup people. When your baby daddy doing you wrong, we the ones who have to listen and hold you up. We the ones you have to borrow money from, because y'all get so jealous with your homegirls or so catty with your homegirls, you won't tell your homegirl what's really going on, but you'll run to your good gay friend. So there's a very fragile symbiotic relationship between the gay Black man and the gay Black woman. And the same thing goes the other way. We don't feel safe in certain spaces, so we run to y'all for coverage and occupy y'all spaces in order to feel safe. It's really weird. And Claudia, I know you about to eat my ass up. So go ahead.
As a Black woman here that works with two gay men in the community, I'm going to say this. I'll be damned. I'm going to let anyone say that I get my femininity from a gay man. I am not getting my cues on how to be a woman from a man with a beard and lipstick and lashes. We know how to be feminine without y'all. We know how to deal with our baby daddies without y'all. We know how to do fashion without y'all. But we love y'all, and y'all have great opinions, and we like your feedback. I feel like it's a slap in the face, because when these toxic Black men be coming for y'all, who is the one that's always with y'all? Us. So here you get on stage when you finally having your moment, and you sit there and basically shit on us and say, you're our blueprint? No, my dog, my nigga, we your blueprint.
Oh.
You can say you remixed it, but you are not a better woman than a woman. You're not. Santana, and that goes for everybody else that's doing it, okay? We don't need you. We want y'all. We love y'all. We provide a space for y'all that y'all can't get with them toxic Black men out there. So it was a slap in the face to hear this. I have fantastic makeup artists and glam that are women. Actually, they didn't do me today, obviously, but my best glam has been from Black women. And I'm making it a point in my productions to make sure Black women are getting hired and Black gay men. But I feel like they're getting pushed out of a space that they started. And we got to be careful about that, pitting the gay Black men against Black women, because we're all we got, y'all. We rock for y'all, and you're supposed to rock for us. So Saucy, you wrong for this. You having a badass week. You came for Blue Ivy a long time ago. We get it. We've all said dumb shit in the past. But say sorry. And then on the heels of that, like Al said, you have this. Get the F out of here with that. Because you walking around half in, half out with your look, I don't see any of my friends copying that. If I get a beard or a mustache, that's coming off immediately. So don't tell me how to be a woman. You can't. But I also won't discount the value that gay men bring to glam, because y'all are damn good at it. Because you had to be to get in those spaces where Black women were killing it. So, I don't think we should be shitting on each other. I don't think we should be having a us versus them. I think that's where the problem is. Mm-hmm. Like, it felt like it was at Pride, I get you wanted to hype your crowd up, but I think he, like Al said, I think he just worded it wrong, because I get what he was trying to say, but it didn't hit right. It wasn't hitting. It wasn't giving. I'm going to take something from the gay community. It wasn't giving what's supposed to be gave. Mm-hmm. My opinion. All right, y'all. I didn't get in your booty that bad, did I?
No, you're still true. I mean, the truth is the truth. It's just weird. I just hate it because it feels like it's a fight for space. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, is there not enough space for all of us to have space? Because, in recent years, there has been this flare up between the Black woman and the Black gay man. And I feel like in the 90s, it kind of wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in the 90s, it was just kumbaya between the two groups. But now it's just become, women are feeling pushed out as gays gain empowerment. Mm-hmm. Gays are feeling away, as women become more vocal about protect Black women. And we just need to find our medium as Black people, period. I think if we can start there, mm-hmm. we'd be good.
I think it's about a respect thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how dare you when we have your back constantly? We have toxic Black men, straight men's back, and the gay community's back. And then we get shit on by both sides.
But I'm gonna also, I'm gonna give you a little pushback on that, Claudia, because if you were to get a group of Black gays to sit down and have kitchen talk, y'all ain't as supportive as you give. All right. Black women,
I beg to differ.
Black women, when it comes to gay boys, can be just as bad, and if not worse, sometimes as heterosexuals. Y'all laugh in our face and kiki when we doing your hair and makeup. And the minute you get mad with us, the first thing we call is every faggot and sissy in the book.
I've never done that in my life.
You may not have. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very real thing. It is a very real thing with Black women and gays. Yeah, we fun to go shopping with. We're fun to be your accessory. But the minute y'all get mad with us, the first thing you attack is our sexuality.
Okay.
Well, I think the point that you're making there is it's not mad with us, just us. It's when they get mad at other straight Black men. When they want to demoralize Black men, the first thing that a Black woman pulls out is that he's gay if he doesn't affectionate enough or want to have sex with her. So it that does happen, Claudia. You got to admit to that.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm saying if you want to go by the demographics of who has your back the most, it's going to be us. And I'm going to say this, and let's not act like it's a one-way street, because I've been called the worst names, bitch, fish, all kinds of things, from folks that I've had their backs the most. And I think there's a disrespect. And to be fair, I think there's a disrespect that we got to work on. Mm-hmm. We definitely do, because I think we should have each other's back the most, because I think we can relate on a lot of levels of what's happening as far as the toxicity coming at both of us. Don't you think?
Let's also call a thing a thing. Let me start off with this. Claudia Jordan, it's not that gays have great opinions or good opinions. It's that they have feminine opinions. Y'all are describing it like y'all touching on it, but y'all not really. We're waging war against straight Black men. Why are we fighting? That's what y'all really trying to say. Y'all just might as well say it, because y'all both are touching on it. You and Funky Deneva are touching on it, and the other brother with the glasses, he straight up said it. And thank you for saying that. No, y'all weaponize homosexual anti-homosexual language against straight Black men when y'all are mad at them. And Claudia, he's telling the truth. So if we're going to be honest about what's going on here, It's a gay black man spilling and insulting straight black women in a way y'all didn't see coming. Right? As he should, because gay black men are well aware that they are in your presence because you like to weaponize them against straight black men. They are around you when you insult and belittle straight black men for all different things and use homophobic language, right? You will be laughing and giggling with your gay black friend and then call a straight black man all type of homophobic slurs in front of your gay black friend, right? Gay black men see that, right? So the only reason y'all are really allied and y'all are both being honest about it here just a little bit, it's because you think y'all are all y'all got. But if white gays were more open to gay black men would be over there. And if white feminists and white women were more open to black women and black feminists, y'all would be right there. The only reason y'all are aligned is to badger straight black men. And y'all are all dancing around that without overtly saying it. So I'll pause right here. We'll get into the main part of my commentary. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, women in general, black women specifically, spent decades using LGBTQ men, LGBTQ black men to badger black men with, right? To badger straight black men with, right? And now it's coming back to bite you in the rear end. By the way, Funky Dineva knows that y'all were using him as a weapon. Funky Dineva is the same one a few years ago that was crying because he was kind of backed into a corner with a supposed black celebrity woman who got into an argument with him and then checked him as if he was a straight man, right? Like, and Funky Dineva called it out for what it is. Y'all use us against against straight men, and then when we get into a situation, all of a sudden I'm just a man now. Yeah, Funky Dineva, you know the game. But Claudia Jordan and to all other straight women, supposed straight women, y'all don't know the game? Oh no, y'all do know the game. Y'all been playing it. It's just not biting you in the rear end. Right? You use LGBTQ men, primarily gay men, bi men, and trans men to women as a rhetorical weapon against straight men, right? This is where y'all use that whole patriarchy and misogyny talk and homophobic talk and transphobic talk. And then these people get too big for their bridges, so they start coming after y'all. The people that laid it out for them on how to use their sexuality against heterosexual men, right? As they should come after you. They should come after you. This is good. This is great, right? To tell Claudia Jordan, right, that women are getting their femininity from gay men, right? Well, is he 100% wrong? I mean, have y'all seen how women are putting on makeup nowadays? Does it not look a little trans-ish? Right? What about women's mannerisms? Can you really tell the difference between a flamboyant gay man and a supposed heterosexual woman in their mannerisms and how they speak? Right? Their slang, especially in the hood in the black community. Can you really tell the difference? Are women doing anything to distinguish themselves from gay and trans women, gay men and trans women, right? Are heterosexual women, primarily in the black community, doing anything to distinguish themselves? No. Or do they try to get masculinity or manhood at a discount by befriending as many gay men as humanly possible because straight men can't stand to be around them? And then when that same man, with all of his arrogance, tell you get your femininity from him, now you're offended? Why? Oh, because you don't know how to do social math. That's why. You didn't see this coming, Claudia Jordan? This is the same Claudia Jordan that said that black men want to be too much like Future, right? And not enough like Russell Wilson, right? Y'all don't even know what y'all are doing. This is sad. Like, Claudia Jordan's damn near 50 years old. Do you understand what you're doing? How many women are we coming across in their 20s, 30s, 40s In every other endeavor in life, for the most part, they might be sane, they might know what they're doing, but when it comes to love, sex, relationships, intimacy, they're clueless. Or, I said that wrong. Their self-interest, selfishness makes them see things through a straw, right? And they're looking through for their particular thing with tunnel vision, and it screws them over in the long run. These people don't know how to wage war, they know how to do battle. It's a big difference. These women have been doing battle against black men, black straight men, men in general, for decades. And now the war is putting a foot in their ass. You have a gay black man who puts on makeup telling you you got your femininity from men like him. Claudia Jordan is not no 20-something-year-old. This is what, damn near 50-year-old woman, if she's not 50 yet. And you got I think Funky Dineva is younger than her, telling her that gay men are redefining femininity. As he should. Ladies, this is your fault. This is your fault, ladies. Because you don't understand what you're doing. Or you do think you know what you're doing until it bites you in the rear end, right? Until it bites you in the rear end. Weaponizing trans people against straight black men. And now you have trans women beating your daughters and your girls in all different type of sports, right? The most Jeopardy wins out of a woman is a trans woman. Yes, y'all heard right. For those of you that are not keeping up, the woman that has won Jeopardy the most is a trans woman, right? All because women have been playing a very dangerous game with their own sexuality and femininity, all to spite men. And now it's coming back and biting their daughters and granddaughters in the rear end. And they don't know what to do with it. You can't shame these people now. You didn't weaponize them too much. You emboldened them. Now they're bold with it. And they're bold with it because of you. That doesn't mean that there would have never been trans or gay people. No, that is not what Mr. Z is saying. But the way heterosexual women, supposed heterosexual women, weaponize these people and their sexuality against straight men, especially in the black community, against straight black men, is now biting those women in the rear end. Now you have a gay black man telling a straight black woman that she gets her femininity from him. And she feels offended. Why do you feel offended? These are the people you emboldened. Maybe not you specifically, Claudia, but other women like you. All in from about 60 on down, y'all emboldened those dudes. Now they coming for your daughter and your granddaughter's position. And you don't know what to do. See, it didn't do enough for them, right? They weren't satisfied with just badgering men. No, now they're coming for women. Now they're going to attack women, at least rhetorically. They're going to start calling y'all homophobes and transphobes. Y'all made it way too comfortable for them. And this is not necessarily a anti-LGBTQ rant. This is a not understanding social math conversation. How did you think this was going to go to all women, black women specifically? All you supposed feminists, but you have a line. How did you think this was going to go? Wait, you didn't see this coming? Oh, you just thought you were going to use them as a weapon against straight men. There was going to be a coalition of feminists and LGBTQ, right? And y'all were just going to badger men and push black men over there with white men and make it seem like black men are exactly the same as white men. Black men ran around the planet conquering, pillaging, and raping the planet. And that's how you were going to go and steal all of the social welfare and all of the well wishes from society. You were going to run out the back door with it, with white women and Latina and Asian women and some LGBTQ trans men and women. And now all those other groups are putting their foot in black women's rear end. Now you got a bunch of black women all on the internet. We all we got. We are only ally. You can't win anything with only 6.5% of the population, ladies. Nothing. Dear black women, these other groups are telling you all that coalition that you started forming really in the 1960s to destroy the patriarchy. All of those people got their goods and ran out the back door on you and still left you in the house with black men. Huh? Go figure. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Mr. Z doesn't have to belabor the point. Mr. Z out. I'll pause right here.